Hello again and welcome to training video number 3. I'll just click run just to refresh what we were doing last time. We talked about the /n, introduce the variable, and how we can put text next to each other. So I will clear this, I will delete it, and I will clear my output so I'm back to a clean slate. Okay, now I want to look at math operations. This will take a little bit of time, maybe two or three videos to get all this up. So math operations, the simplest one is addition, and this is done with a plus. So I could say a equal 5, b equal 10. Then I could say print, for example, a plus b. If I click run, it's going to give me 15. Very straightforward, no complications. I could go back here and then say plus whatever I want. If I want another number, for example, plus 70, it will still do it. So I could mix them up. I could put variables. This is a variable. A and B is a variable. One has 5, one has 10, and 70 is a normal number. So that's addition. I could also say if, let's say, A is minus 5, well, guess what? It will still do it. It'll give me 5. Yeah, you see, pretty good. I mean, I love to keep these things in there just to give you the mistakes that pop up. So there is a bracket, it says here, that hasn't been closed. So I need to close that bracket there. Probably I deleted it by mistake. Click run, and then the answer is going to be 5. So whether the number is negative, positive, 0, whatever it is, you add it. The computer is just going to know what to add, and it will add it. Next one is subtraction. Again, this is simple with the minus. So I could say C equal 100, D equal 50, and I could say print C minus D. Okay, I click run. It's still going to show me 5 from the first and then 50 from the second, because 100 minus 50 is. Now, imagine I place minus there. Well, it's going to know that the answer is 150 automatically. So everything that you do in math, you know, the sign and whatever you're subtracting and adding and all that kind of stuff, it's already embedded into it. It does not make a mistake ever once you make this, so long as we are using numbers. Because in this case, when I say A equal minus 5, that means the computer knows that A is going to store a number. It's not going to store text. The next one is going to be multiplication. You notice what I'm doing? Every time I want a comment, so you know what I'm doing. Multiplication, I put the hashtag because that is a comment to me. So the multiplication in Python or in all programming languages is the star. So with the star, I could say let's say F equal 12 and G equals 15. Okay, and then I say print F times G, F star G. And that is going to give me 44,180. Okay, now I could still go back here and say, okay, F times G, because remember, C and D are still there, plus C, for example. That will be 280, because F times G was 180. C is still there and still remembers it. And this is where the storage idea comes in. C is still available to me in this program because A, B, C, D are still there. I did not delete them. They're still there in memory and I can use them. Okay. Next one is division. And the division is this slash, /. I could say, I'm just going to use whatever is there. So if I say C, print C divided by 5, double check that, C is 100, so that is going to be 20. So it's going to be 5, 150, 280, 20. Oh, what is this 20.0? Yes. Okay. So now C changed type of data because it's a float. We call it a float or a real number. So I want to put a comment here, and again we'll come back to this later. C is a decimal. Decimal here, that means contains a decimal. In coding, we call it float or a real number, either or. It is a float number. A float number, that means it's not a whole number because it has a point in it. Now, why did it do this? Because we divided. And it is expected that when we divide, not all the time we will have an integer. So it automatically, Python gives it that. Now I can fix this and I can say, okay, you know what? I don't want this to be a float. I want it to be an integer. So I put an int around it, c over 5. That will actually force it to be an integer. And the value will now be printed. See, 20.0 is the float, 20 is the integer. This was another intro about numbers and mathematical operations. There's another one coming up soon. Look for it.